What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Isaiah back with another video. Today, y'all should see by the title. I'm going to be doing a daily check-in. Also, what I like to call it, how are you doing and stuff, because honestly, we definitely need this check-in, because honestly, when I tell you, it's been a lot going on. I mean, a lot. Today, my morning did not start off as good, which I'm gonna tell you guys about it and stuff. So, yeah, but yeah, before we get into it, like a true baddie would do, don't forget to follow my TikTok as well. Don't forget to follow my other TikTok, but right here as well, and everything else. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to click the bell so you know so you can get notified every time I post. Because I do want you to know that, and everything else, because I do like posting for you guys. Like, and I feel like I'm doing so good with posting, to be honest, and everything else. I feel like now Wednesday, I feel like I very much kind of was flopping, but don't worry, that video will be out today and stuff like that. Also, this video is gonna be probably gonna be out tomorrow and stuff like that, because I don't want to post 2 videos the same day and have to edit 2 videos. You know what I mean? So yeah, but I love you guys and stuff like that. And I love you guys so much. I'm so glad to be back. When I promise you, I miss filming things so much. But let me go. But no, go ahead. My tongue got tired. Okay, let me go ahead and let's go ahead and get into this video. All right, so basically we're gonna start with the first one is how am I doing and stuff. I feel like my week was okay. It wasn't stressful. I really enjoyed my week. My week was really good. I really feel like my week was just like good and stuff like that. I love how much of like things I'm putting into school and stuff like that. I feel like school with me right now, I really feel like I'm just tired of homeschooling. Like, homeschooling really is stressful, it's low-key irritating, and I just don't like it. Or I just probably just don't like the school I'm in for homeschooling. So yeah. But other than that, I would say that other than that, my week was really good. So yeah. But yeah, also I would say that I know at first I was thinking I was going to my aunt's house this weekend, but I'm not, sadly. So yeah, I'm kind of sad about that a little bit, but I'm okay, you know. I would say also, yeah. And let's go ahead and get into the next thing. So the next thing is basically how am I why oh my gosh, ouch. Why am I like, you know, what made today not really a good day for me? So today I have my IEP, which if you have IEP, which means you're kind of like in like the behavior thing system or whatever. I've been in this since I was in freaking elementary school. That's where I really started. It really started when I was in middle school and stuff, because of things I struggle with. You know, I struggle with math. I also struggle with spelling. My spelling's really good. Now, of course, in my big age, of course, my math, I feel like my math is getting good a little bit. So, yeah. But anyways, I would say definitely, I just know that, yeah, we have the IEP. And when I tell you I used to hate my IEPs because I used to be so nervous of just hearing, yeah, Isaiah's doing terrible, Isaiah's doing this, Isaiah's going through this, Isaiah, he did this as well. Like, because basically, literally, teachers are like literally snitching on you the whole entire time. It feels like you're just sitting there like, anything else? That's it? Okay. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I think the one thing that makes it funny is they ask you, any questions? And you sit there be like, no, I really don't have any questions. Actually, I really want to know why are you bringing up old stuff? Like, you're adding, like, if it feels like sometimes they be adding things to add things onto it, and you be looking like, like, do you enjoy doing this? But anyways, so yeah, but I feel like over time when I was in like middle school and like high schoolish, they would say I do like, of course, great things. They were like, oh my God, Isaiah do this. Isaiah, I love his participation. I love the way he does his work and stuff, you know, stuff like that. But I feel like since I became a homeschool student, it's like it's a homeschool stressful. It's a lot of work. It's just a lot in general. And I try to complete my stuff literally at like the library and stuff like that, because it makes it more easier. It makes it less stressful. It makes it feel like I'm not doing work. It makes it feel like I'm just, you know, there. Because I'll get up sometimes, I get up and look around for like new books I want to read, which like y'all already know, I'm still reading The Hate That You Give book, which I am going to ask for more timeline and stuff, because I've been reading it, but I have never read. Like, I read a little bit of it, last night, yesterday and stuff, which is getting really good. I'm still on 5. I keep basically stopping on 5 because of me being busy and stuff. So, yeah. And I would say definitely, you know, I am happy that I, you know, can go to the library and stuff like that. I'm not going today though, because I really want to do this video for you guys, since I didn't do the video for Wednesday and stuff. So I'm sick of this happening. Every time I film, it's either some background noise or either someone's walking in. Anyways, but basically, I just knew that after that, I just knew that like yeah, I just know like at the at the meeting that we had today, I didn't even know it was gonna be today because mind you, I feel like it's so random. Why are they doing it on the middle of the like on a Friday? Why not on Tuesday? Tuesday would be nice. Like a Wednesday would be nice. A freaking Monday would be nice. At this point, why on the day where you're supposed to be like, oh my God, it's Friday, yay! I get to at this point at this point I get to work a little bit. I get to like at this point have a little good time instead of just being like just like doing it boom on a Friday. Like the end of the week. Like come on now. And I just knew that they were just talking about it. They were just like, yeah, so Isaiah he's doing this. Isaiah also he's struggling, not struggling, basically like like he's not completing this or whatever, which I feel like, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I feel like BS to me because I'm over here like, so y'all talking about things from the last 9 weeks, right? Because this 9 weeks I've been doing my big one, so it's like, what's going on, And it was like, mind you, I'm trying my best not to snap or cry because literally I wanted to cry for one because it feels like I literally feel like the song Never Enough because it feels like it is never enough for this school. Like I feel like it feels like the more I work for this school, the more I do the schoolwork for the school, it's never freaking enough. And it's like I'm like, and I can never stress about it because it's like when like I said, mental health is a very big thing on my channel. Like mental health does matter and stuff, and it's like it messes with my mental so much that makes me depressed, that makes me stressed out, it makes me just go out, it makes me go numb. Like I hate how much the school has put me through. Like when I tell you the school has put me through some things, it's like I'll go numb real quick. Oh my God, there's something in my eye. Hold on. Okay, but basically, like I said, I just feel like the school has stressed me out so freaking much that I'm at the point of being like, no what? Let me just like, is there a pay record sign to be like, I do not want to be part of the school anymore? Can I leave? And it's like, I remember I was talking to my friends about it. I was telling them, I was like, this one thing I'm gonna drop out. And my friends was like, one of my friends was like, then drop out then. I was like, well, dang. Like, instead of just saying like, yeah, you shouldn't do it. So she's like, then drop out. And I was like, why you say it like that? And so then this is like one of my so-called friends. And she was like, if you're not happy about it, you might as well drop out. And so if your grandma's not gonna listen to you, you might as well drop out. I don't know what is in my eyes looking irritating me. I don't know if it's a lash, probably a lash. I know it's not hair, it's probably hair or a lash. I don't know. Anyways, but basically I literally was like, just like, no, I just feel like yeah, she's not listening, but at the same time, I feel like I don't want to instantly just do it. And she was like, have you been thinking about it? And I was like, girl, I honestly have. I've been low-key thinking about it. I've literally been thinking about it. Like, this is how I feel. I literally just want to be like, grab my bag and be like, deuces, and just walk off at this point. Because literally when I tell you, it was like low-key freaking, like that's literally how I feel and stuff. And when I tell you, it's just like, it's everything for me, and I just feel like, yeah. And it's like I have people that I have come friends with in school that also have left, like, and everything. I know they might want mind me saying their names because they probably don't mind. But I would say this girl named Ava that I became friends with at my 8th grade year. She ended up leaving that after the leap test because I remember we asked her, I said, why would you leave, girl? She said, because remember I told you they were failing me. I wasn't passing my classes for real. I was just feel like I wasn't, progressing and stuff like that. So she ended up leaving. David ended up leaving and stuff like that because, the same reason. He felt like the system wasn't fair. He felt like it was a lot not going right for her. It felt like a lot of like favoritism. And I was like, fair. And then Grace ended up I know there's other girl named Grace. She ended up leaving because she was also failing, and it was just a lot and stuff. And it feels like, I don't know how to explain it. It feels like what is it? It feels like Wicked. It feels like my life is like Wicked and stuff. I don't know if you watch Wicked for Good and Wicked, regular Wicked. It feels like my school is like shiz, and everybody's masking their feelings. Everybody's trying to be popular. Everybody's just like, under this propaganda or whatever. And it's like I feel like I'm Elphaba And so it felt like me and my friend, it felt like me and my friends I had, like, we were alpha buzz, stuff like that. We were trying to see change, we are trying to like tell what's going on. Nobody's fixing it. So we're like, know what? I'm gonna just be like, I just want to be like alpha. I'll be like, know what? I'm not gonna do no good deeds, and I'm gonna leave at this point. So yeah, and I was like, yeah. So I didn't blame them for leaving, and I remember I was trying to talk to my grandmother about it, and everything else. And she was just like, well, okay, cool, made this stupid deal with me, and I didn't like the deal. The deal didn't go to plan or and everything else. And now I'm a sophomore again, and it's like, it feels like I'm stuck. It feels like I'm stuck completely. And we're gonna sit on that. Like, it feels like I'm stuck. Like, it feels like I'm just literally stuck here. Like, stuck for, like, at this point. Is Ramos giving a moment's silence, please? Like at that point, that's what it feels like. I feel like a moment's silence, because literally, when I tell you, that's what it feels like. Like, literally, it does. It literally feels like that. And it's like, I do talk to God about it. I do be like, God, you see this, right? You see what I'm going through, right? Like, I'll be wrong if I was snap this way. And it's like, God be like, no, don't do that. It's not worth it. I'm like, all right, God, you right. Let me just, yeah. And it's like, a lot of people I've talked to also that's Christian, be like, yeah, have faith. Yes, you need to trust Him. Just trust in God. And it's like same time, it feels like, what happens when your faith runs out? And it's like, when I told somebody that one time, they was like, well, pick up the Bible. Let me give you a chapter. And I'm like, no, you're not hearing me. What happens when your faith runs out? Even if you go to your Bible and read your Bible, what happens when it runs out completely? That even if you go to church on a Sunday to refill it, it's like, it feels like it's still empty. It still feel like you're not getting what you're asking for, you know? So yeah. And yeah, I would say that's mostly I could say about that part for me. So yeah. I would say I think the next thing is, how is my mental? Have I been stressing? Have I been binge eating? Have I been avoiding a lot of things in my life? Like, haven't taken care of myself? Honestly, I feel like I have. I feel like I've been taking care of myself. I feel like I've been handling my hygiene very well. I'm still trying to brush my teeth every day. I feel like also the reason I don't like to brush my teeth as much, because I have braces, and I feel like bracing your teeth or braces are so, it's low key irritating, because it's like, it feels like you brush your teeth, like say you brush your teeth like 4 or 6 times. It feels like you got everything, and then somehow you drink some water, then you feel something like, it feels like backwash. I'm not trying to get in full detail. It feels like it's something backwash, and you like, I knew I didn't get that spot good enough, so it's like you got to go back and then everything else. But it's like, I get it, like, I kind of get it though, because braces is a very high maintenance thing. So yeah, but I'm going to jail. I love me so much, anyways. But anyway, it's like I said, I just feel like, yeah, I feel like my life right now is like, it's not stressful. It's just like this moment. I feel like God be testing me. I feel like God be like, let me give you a test today. Let me see if you can handle this. How would you handle this? And it's like, I know a lot of people say, like, the more stuff you learn about this when you're young, as a teenager, the more life lessons you learn, which literally, like, I just like, that's what I really say about it. And I thought about, like I said, I've thought about it. Like today, I really thought about it. I was like, maybe I should have that talk again with my grandmother. Maybe I should have her sit down, just me and her, nobody else. And it's like a part of me feel like this is gonna go. This is not. I feel like it's not gonna be 50-50, but it could be 50. It could be 50-50, or it could be like a little bit of like a little. It could be like a lowest number. I can think of a low number right now. But yes, yes, you scared me. It's okay. That was my grandmother. I'm sorry. Like I said, I feel like anytime my family someone either walks in, or either there's so much noise outside, which is low-key irritating. But anyway, she scared me. Okay. But yeah, basically, like I said, it was just it's crazy. It's kind of crazy and stuff. But yeah, I would say definitely. I feel like definitely. I could possibly just I think I say just like, dang, I lost myself. I lost where I was at. I just think that I feel like maybe I should like think on this conversation before I have it with her. Like think on it really good before I be like, no, but let me talk to you. Let me sit down and like get you to calm down and just talk, have a conversation, not argue. Because I think that's the thing with talking to adults, especially when you live in a strict household. If you express your feelings or you express how you feel to the person, it's like they either try to shut you down or try to be like, you shouldn't feel that way, and like, try to make you feel like basically like crap at this point. So it's like I just hope that this conversation goes great. I'm not gonna have it today though. I might have it. I'm trying to think of my schedule because I'm trying to like have a decent schedule. Um, I might do it. I might have the conversation. I like a Wednesday will work. I think a Wednesday will. Dang, I'm posted on a Wednesday. I don't know yet, guys. I do not know, but I just want to have this conversation. I do. I really do want to have this conversation with her. And yeah, part of me is thinking like, should I edit this video down, or should I act, or should I just post it like this? I know because I know a lot of people, they do like venting conversations, things like check-ins and stuff. They really don't like edit their videos. They really just post it and have a thumbnail and stuff, But I might just do that because I feel like that makes it a whole lot easier. I feel like so I won't have to deal with editing 2 videos. So that's just me being lazy, probably. I might be being lazy. I don't know at this point, but yeah. But yeah, guys, I think that's mostly it for that part. This is the last part that I have to say. Um, is how am I feeling physically? What do I see? What do I hear? I I don't feel drained. I don't feel very drained today. I feel very much awake and alive and stuff because I feel like I don't know what it is. I feel like when you take like a nice shower, like a nice everything shower, like you clean everything around your body, you feel like 10 times better and stuff. It's like, and I'm not saying I'm cleaning everything in my body because I do, but I know my grandmother has this thing that you can use on your feet, like underneath your foot. If you walk, like you walk with no shoes on, and she doesn't have it. So I use my back brush. Then I use it on my feet and stuff, and like also like use it on my legs. A lot of people say when you use like things like that, I guess it creates blood flow on your body. When I tell you, as soon as my freaking head touched that freaking pillow, I was knocked out. And everything else. Also, I've been trying different ways to sleep. Like I've been trying like so many other ways to sleep and stuff, like experimenting and stuff like that. Because I feel like this is the right time to experiment, especially when you're a teen. Like you're trying to figure out what you like before you move out. Because when you move out, you can be like, okay, I like to sleep this way, or I prefer sleeping this way. And I realized, a lot of people always go for like sleeping nude, like basically having no clothes on or whatever. Which I don't know how people do it because at first I didn't know how people do it because when I first tried it when I was like 13, I tried it and it felt so uncomfortable. Like I felt exposed. I felt like, oh my gosh, I feel like I know this is not the right joke, but I really my tongue's getting tired. I literally felt like Adam and Eve when they first found out they were naked, walking around naked and stuff like that. So I literally was like, oh my gosh, I'm naked. I don't like this, And I also didn't want my grandmother to try to pull the car off me and everything else. And good thing I have 2 covers, so like if I do want to sleep, nude now and stuff like that, I don't have to worry about her snatching the cover off. I could just be like, hey, I have no clothes on, or I could just tell her because I am getting older and I feel like I should be able to sleep in my bedroom with no clothes on sometimes. Not to say you should, but like if it's your preference, because my room does get pretty hot. Like my room, even when I have my fan on, my fan is underneath over here on the other side. You should underneath my bed when I'm filming, but even though I have my fan on, I still get hot and everything because I'm wearing clothes. So I take my clothes off or whatever. But when I tell you this morning, I slept in this or whatever. So yeah. And I'll tell you, I felt so alive. I had my bonnet on, and it was like great. Like I felt amazing. But yeah, I think that's mostly everything. I feel like this video wasn't too long. I feel like I did a good job. At least all my videos be at least like 10 minutes long or 30 minutes long or like less. Like not a whole hour. Like because when I tell you my coming out video was so long, but I was like, at least I enjoyed it. At least I watched it, So yeah, I love you guys so deeply much. I cannot wait to post my story time, which the story time is going to be very much crazy, very much chaotic and stuff like that. Because when I'm at this point, all I gotta say is that it's gonna be like, now that's some tea at that point. Because when I tell you, I can just say for a fair warning, if you want to slow down the video, you can, because I was speaking a little fast on that video because I was rushing because I was trying to get to the library. Like this was like a last minute type of thing in which I'm learning in the process. And today, since I'm not going to the library, I can film as long as I want, which I'm not going to film too long because yeah. But I love you guys so much, babes, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to follow my TikTok as well. And don't always forget, you will always be a baddie in my eyes, and you always will stay as a baddie. And that's on period. Love you guys so much. Bye.